I want to talk with you about something that's pretty darn important, and it has to do with how we perceive ourselves. You know, I did a video recently where I said in Proverbs it says that as a man believeth in his heart, so is he, right? And you know, I've seen that in play so many times in my life, in the health profession. People come to me and they have identified themselves with their disease. I have relatives that are like this, right? They wrap themselves up in this diagnosis. And it's understandable because that's the whole focus from the medical profession, right? It's this diagnosis. This is what you are. You're a diabetic, Tom. You're a hypothyroid, Mary. And so Tom and Mary just talk about themselves as being diabetic and hypothyroid. And I'm not telling you to be naive and pretend like it doesn't exist, but the mind is a really, really powerful thing. And the words that we speak, they are powerful too. And what I'm trying to get across to our patients is that don't wrap yourself up in this identity. Does not have to be who you are. It may be where you are right now, but it doesn't ultimately have to be who you are. You don't have to finish like that. The vast majority of people are able to get health back into their lives again, but it starts with this understanding that this is not who you are. Change your way of thinking. Realize that this is just a process, and ultimately you get yourself off of the road that you're on right now and you put yourself on a different road, and guess what? It's going to take you to a different place. Do you want to stay on that road? You know where it goes. Get off that road and go somewhere different. So that's one part of it. The other part of it is what happened with me yesterday. I had a young lady text me and she said, can you maybe do a class sometime on hyperthyroid problems instead of hypo? We do so much of our work with hypothyroid patients, but I said, you know, yeah, we can do that, but not a whole lot changes. You see, we want to wrap ourselves again into that identity of the disease, like hypothyroid and hyperthyroid are really that different. The actual fix is not much different at all. They may manifest themselves differently in terms of their symptoms, right? Hypo versus hyper. And we could go down the whole long list, but what are we really identifying with that? The doctor's come along and he says, you're hypothyroid. That means you have low thyroid. You don't have enough thyroid hormones. So here, we'll give you thyroid hormones. Or you're hyperthyroid. You have too much thyroid hormones. Let's kill the thyroid so that you're not producing any thyroid hormones at that time, and we'll give you something synthetic for the rest of your life. And we could go down the list, guys, from high blood pressure to high cholesterol, or you're tired all the time and your diagnosis will be chronic fatigue. Big deal. They're just telling you what you already know, right? So that's not the solution. The solution is to figure out why. Who's asking the question why? And when you can identify the why, the root cause as to why you have high blood pressure, why you might have high cholesterol, why you're fatigued all the time, diabetic, hypothyroid, hyperthyroid, answer the question why. And once you have identified that root cause, now you're in a position to turn that around, to reverse the issues at hand instead of just treating the symptoms of those particular problems. So I hope this really makes sense to you guys. Change the way that you think. Don't wrap yourself up in some diagnosis. Understand that health is something that you can manifest in your body. Your body knows how to keep you healthy, man, all the days of your life. The way God made you, if I cut you with a knife, your body instantly starts the process of healing that cut. What doctor, what chiropractor, supplement, drug can duplicate that? None that I know of. But what happens every day when that cut starts to heal, if we would come along and we would be like, and we would scratch it open, right? And that's what people are unwittingly doing, sometimes knowingly, every day of their lives. They're sabotaging this natural capacity, this God-given ability for our bodies to function in health. Work with that natural God-given ability instead of setting up roadblocks to that natural God-given ability, and then the sky is the limit, man. I've seen it time after time in my practice. I get tingles even thinking about it right now, the things that I've seen with people that have been written off, maybe people like you that have been brainwashed into believing there's nothing you can do for your health. Hogwash. The vast majority of you can see your health turn around. You just need to start to adhere to the laws that God put forth from the beginning that relate to health. Stop breaking the laws, start adhering to the laws, and then you'll see some tremendous transformation, I'll bet, just like all the patients that we deal with on a weekly basis. God bless you all.